Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another NTW3 battle. I know it's been a long time, as always. Fluctuated back and forth. Hopefully, my voice will make it through this day, this replay, because I lost it, like, over Thanksgiving. And just now, get back, I don't know, maybe my immune system is this weak. Who knows? Maybe kids touching everything. Just kids boost your immune system, all right? Because you get sick so much. I don't know. But anyway, guys, we're back with another clan battle. This one is between the RHB and RC clan. Now, briefly going to pull up the stats here before this battle starts, so you can see Napoleon in the lead as of the December. Now, this replay that we are actively in was submitted on the 17th of December, or sorry, September. November. My gosh, can't get my months right. November. You can see the RHB at 20 and RC at 16. So, third and fourth place fighting now. Of course, there are other replays after this one. So who knows where they're at actively, unless this is just updated, in which case this replay doesn't matter. But still, I like to drop the stats so you guys can see who's in the lead as of current, even if I don't cover every replay. But let's go over the factions here. So I am going to butcher names. I'm going to put them up on the screen so that I can not. I tried looking up Google Translate for some of the names, and it wasn't helping. I need to sit down with some pros maybe and learn how to pronounce them all, because I'm a dummy. But on the French side, you have a 9-point Le Cobb, 11-point Moreau, a Saint-Cyr, 8-point. And then a Saint-Suzanne, 7-pointer for the French. On the coalition side, you have a 9-point Nundorf, 10-point Melas, 10-point Starts. Nah, it'll be up on the screen. You guys can, tell one. And then a 6-pointer as well. Also not going to butcher that one. This is on the map Trebia. And the points total for both sides is 35 points. Now, if we're seeing here already the 10-pointer facing off against the French, a large mass of forces. I believe we do have a French cav engagement with the light dragoons from Austria. And does look like France is not winning this fight, at least on the flank today, as they unfortunately have taken some heavy losses, lost 2 cav units, and they have lost their cav on the flank. The Austrians putting more infantry and 5 pieces of artillery on the left flank. Probably going to use that to harass the line. Obviously, their main line holding by this river crossing. Some skirmishers from France firing in on the cavalry that was kind of doing some scouting. They're going to pull them back. You got a big push by the other 10-pointer, though, through the marshes, through that kind of river area. That's a very difficult terrain to push and advance through. You also have the 6-pointer pushing onto the right flank. Obviously, it does look like the coalition is more on the offensive than the defensive at this point. France kind of setting up their lines and artillery probably to see where they're going to actually make a push. Now, I do believe there's some cavalry still fighting over here. Wanting to make sure that cavalry does not come back, I am assuming. But yes, we have the French lines in position here. This is, of course, the course in the Italian campaign. A lot of skirmishers, infantry pushing up. Ooh, we have some Saxon looking. These look like Saxon troops. I believe. Maybe not. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of the Saxon lines. Nice chunky skirms, though, guys. Lots of skirmisher units. Very strong for this French corps. You got the Austrians rolling up the road, though. Look at all that infantry. They are focusing in this area. And if I were to assume anything, the coalition is going to push through here. Now, oh yeah, I didn't clarify. RHB is the Imperial, the French side, and the RC is the coalition. Rhinebund is obviously in the lead. So I'm curious what they're going to do. They are the French. The French are Rhinebund. And I don't know if they have a I don't know if they have more than one faction up in the front here. It does look Austria is really pushing forward here with some of that light infantry. Got quite a bit of it. Horse artillery threatening to drive them back, but it doesn't seem to be deterring them yet. Got a lot of Bavarian troops. Austria has some lines just pouring in some fire here, kind of establishing a fire superiority against the skirmishers, ranging all the way down this river. We may have more infantry pushing almost across here. Artillery has set up with cavalry to be defensive. This artillery is going to start really pushing this flank. A lot of French infantry have massed up here. I think that's where they're actually worried about an attack being made. Not a whole lot of action happening on the other side of the river. Now, further down, we are starting to see a little bit more of a push here. France definitely has made the Austrian line. They know where they are. They have 3 units right here so far. More artillery, and I'm sure another French army on the far flank. Now, this 6-pointer is pushing across. He may intercept a French army that is reinforcing the main force. Maybe he won't get there in time. He'll just be a total flank. We are seeing some infantry kind of stacking up on the left flank here. A lot of grenadiers. Line of tree with them. Obviously, you have some cavalry already shifting this left side. And that is a lot of French infantry focused on this flank. France is obviously Rhinebund obviously very worried about this flank, and they should be. They definitely can tell. I don't know how they can tell. These guys are hidden. They know something's over here. They know that there is a sizable Austrian force on the other side of this river in the tree line, and they're obviously very worried about that. And that's why they have so much infantry massed up. The artillery, though, is going to start really punishing this French line. Skirmishers and line of tree doing an excellent job. They are taking up a lot of fire from this Austrian line. Firepower, though, from Austria, it's quite fierce. And I think they have way more guns shooting. I hear a lot more rattle of muskets from the Austrian side than the French side. And yet, not a lot of French casualties. So, I mean, I'm kind of liking how they're doing that. They have artillery pushing up. They do have their cavalry here, some heavy cav to be defensive of the line just in case. But both sides are kind of just not getting super aggressive necessarily. Now we are seeing a push over here. Actually, Austria getting very aggressive, charging in cavalry on the French line. And we have some, ooh, that's a beautiful unit of dragoons. So France, it looks like the far flank for France. The 6-pointer looks like maybe he's starting to push up. He's kind of spanned his troops out. He has 4 or 3 units here, more in the center. This battle is starting to trickle into this right flank, or I guess center. The 10-pointer in the center here. We are seeing a push here from Austria. He's pushed across. A light infantry on the other side of the river. So cool. It looks so cool. I mean, the Italian corps Italian campaign corps are just amazing looking, I think. Now, not my favorite. You guys, I don't know which corps they are, but they... Not my favorite uniforms, but still, they definitely look pretty spicy. Pretty spicy with the striped pants. They look like they just got, you know, from the revolution, straight from the revolution into a war against the coalition who hate their revolution. Not even, these poor blokes don't even all have shoes on. More troops. Okay, we're seeing a lot more of a shift to this left side. Melas is pushing a lot across. These guys are hidden. This is huge, guys. They are really going for that sneaky attack. The RC really want to make a surprise attack on that left side, but there's a lot of infantry waiting for them. I think they're still going to want to push and make that happen. We are seeing some losses suffered by these Grenzers. I'm not even sure what's shooting at them. Is it artillery? Just infantry? What is going on? What are they? Why are they suffering? Oh, this is a chunky unit. They're gonna break this Austrian line. Uh-oh, we have some cavalry charging in. Engagement along this side, but cavalry going straight in for a Grenzer battalion. Or a regiment, maybe. Oh, that was well placed. Instantly breaking them. Hopefully the French don't lose their oh, wow. Cavalry was not nearby to really support this line, and they managed to break 2 lines very quickly. Excellent charge here. More cavalry on this flank. Ooh, I think France may have run down their own skirmishers. And France's countercharge actually looking to be threatening this Austrian line. Oh, canister there. It's very obvious what the coalition's doing, guys. They are going for a flanking charge here. Let's see. I suspect they may actually they're putting all their eggs in this basket. The flanking attack. I'm hopeful, just because I like to see big strategy of just not like grinding on the enemy, but like big moves like this pay off. I really want to see it pay off. I really want them to win this by taking this flank. Nothing against Rheinbund, of course. I'm not saying I want to see Rheinbund lose. But I would love to see I want to see big maneuvers like this pay off. Or what I really want to see is this pay off at first and the French react to it. Oh, we have cavalry pushing up. Uh-oh. They are made. The enemy knows where the infantry is. Now, not all of it is lit up yet, so they still, not all of it's seen. But still, France sees some of this infantry pushing up. And they're going to react in kind. Oh, yep, more of it is seen. Yep, France totally reacting, shifting a lot of reserves over to this side. Let's see how France handles that attack. We have the Austrians countering the French line as France is advancing towards the tree line. The Tsar is trying to slow him down, but France is actually on the offensive over here. In the center here, I'm seeing some wavering from some Austrian lines. A lot more forces actually starting to push. I think this is... Ooh. Got a cav charge trying to slow down the enemy. They're going to form some squares. This attack's going to be very tough. And we have an attack all along the board. Even across here, you have the 9-pointer pushing across the river. They're trying to coordinate an attack on multiple sides. Austrian cavalry charging in on multiple portions of the French line, and it is starting to break the French. Oh, this is proving disastrous. Looks like some Austrian cavalry does break. The French cav trying to slow down this line. Let the infantry have a chance to shoot. Another cav charge going in. Now, I believe this is a French square, but actually I think they removed that square out of reform, and now they're wavering. Cavalry going in again and again on this Austrian line, trying to break them. Hit another square from the Grenadiers. As long as France has their cavalry, they're able to slow down this attack. Austria needs to deal with this cavalry and then be able to hit this French line as quickly as possible. Another square gets formed. Man, there's a lot of multitasking happening here. Oh my gosh, in the center. Cuirassiers charging in with columns of Austrian line infantry, smacking into this French line. This French army is getting hit from multiple sides at once, and it is paying off. Huge payoff for the Austrian line. France is disengaged over here, probably to shift reinforcements over. But you can see, man, Austria forming up a line of fire here. Their Cuirassiers in the center. We're seeing some counter-charging from the French cavalry as well. Charging across the river as well. My goodness, this is coordination. Some beautiful coordination from the Austrians. France managing to hold their ground for now. They have some very large units that will be able to stand. This cavalry just constantly charging, cycling in and out. And now we're going to see some French infantry charging against the squares. More dragoons charging in from Austria. Gonna maybe break that line infantry, but there's French cavalry as well. The center looking kind of wavering, turning into breaking. The French are running. Dragoons now charging in through that gap in the line to try to slow down the Austrian advance. A square gets formed though by the town. That Austrian cavalry just broke this line. Now the LLC is going to be a pain for them to deal with. Looking at the grand scheme of things, guys, the French line breaking in the center here. This left flank, I mean, actually, Austria is being slowed down here by the line infantry and cavalry from France. This left flank, this column of grenadiers actually is having a tough time. They had to form a square, more infantry to kind of fire, create a base of fire. Oh, they're winning. They're starting to throw them back. Austria has a nice base of fire here. The grenadiers getting thrown back, though, especially by this French cavalry, but the line infantry of Austria are advancing. And over here, it does look like, yeah, we're having some harassment from Austria on this French infantry. LLC now being engaged. France has thrown in regiments of line infantry with cavalry against the grenadiers. Looks like Austria did throw in some of their cav as well as the grenadiers as well. Nice flanking charge by the French, but these cavalry are probably exhausted. The problem is France probably is going to be running low on stamina at a certain point here. The cavalry's been thrown in so many times. France is still holding, guys. They have not caved in. In fact, they seem to be winning on this flank. Now, there is more infantry rushing across, some pioneers and some grenadiers rushing across to kind of save this left flank. Cavalry charging in to break up this French cav. In the center, the Austrians are forming up their lines. It does look like we have a French defensive line breaking against just cavalry from Austria. Austria has pushed up their Bavarian lines. Still going for the house. They still have that crosshair in reserve. It's winded. They're probably resting him up.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
And Austria may have gotten pushed back, guys, but I think they still have a very, very sizable force to push on that left flank. I feel my voice is starting to go. Austria pushing up here. France, I think, had to shift some reinforcements to the other side. Maybe not. Maybe they're trying to stand their ground.
Our
Maybe.
men are running, sir.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Oh, do they form a square in time? No, they do not. This Austrian line, they're doing a good job of just keeping that French. Oh, look at the flash of muskets on both sides. Oh, they're clearing a path for the heavy cav. France starts pulling back immediately. I think we're going to see another offensive on this left side here. Oh, and over here. Oh, man, don't do it at the same time, please. Give me a chance to catch both. All right, so Hussars charging in, tying them up. There's a square formed. That crosshair may not charge in, but we have this push. Maybe. Seeing a lot of... Ooh, hold that thought. We have a counter charge here against the Austrian line. This Dragoon doing a beautiful job. This Austrian line's actually not giving up at all. Oh, we have the 8 crosshair charge. I love seeing the impact they make in French lines. Look at that. Just boom. Just smack through and just rolling back. This French line's decimated by that cav charge. Here we go. Another one charges in as well. I do catch both of them. That's the trick, guys. You have the line stretched enough to smack through multiple units, and it'll make impact to multiple. Even if you just charge the middle one, it'll be enough. And the heavy cav, although it does look like France has some troops up here in the mix, as well as cavalry starting to really break that line.
Our men are running, sir.
On the flank, ooh, France is actually making a nice push, throwing back the Austrians. Lines reformed as France just absolutely decimated, punched a hole through the line separating the two units. Heavy cav did its work, and now Austria has a very powerful push being made on the left flank.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
With grenadiers fighting this square. Ooh. Razor, who was 9-point Le Cab, just lost his general. Alright, look at the grand scheme of things, guys. Now, this 6-pointer, well, they have not totally broke. They're actually pulling back to the tree line. I don't know what French faction is over here, but, well, they are definitely staying engaged with the Austria. They're not pulling back from that. Oh, another general? Man, okay. Who was he? He was the Sancerre 8-pointer. Alright, so an 8-pointer versus a 6-pointer. Not bad still. Uh-oh. Let's see if they can form square. They're gonna form square. There's no way they don't. They're gonna pull themselves out of there. The French have a very strong front here. They threw back the 10-pointer, who's now back across the river. However, the foothold Austria has on this left side is cannot be understated. Artillery's even pushing up. I mean, unfortunately, it's looking pretty good for the coalition and really bad for the French. They are almost surrounded. That's going to prove a little bit disastrous for them. Nice snipe of some skirmishers. France is shifting their troops back to help defend against this 9-pointer and the 10-pointer who's behind. Look at the death and destruction on this portion of the field, though. That was a raging fight. Now, of course, it also was over here, just at least a little bit, not as much, but still quite costly fight. You have France holding off. Okay, holding out by the LOC. Well, let's see that cool bayonet animation kill against cavalry. It's such a cool one. I've never caught it in a screenshot, and it's my goal to at some point. Do it. Alright, well, guys, there's still 30 minutes remaining. LOCs are not something you need to worry about necessarily yet. But the coalition do technically have a 2-pointer, a 1-pointer, and a 1-pointer over here. Imperials have a 2-pointer. I don't know if these are just 1-pointers, but they have this one plus these. So they still have 4 versus 3. Oh no, versus 4. So they both have 4. So the coalition need to just take some LOCs at this point. And there's a couple, obviously, they can try taking. But right now, I think they're focusing just trying to kill the French. Not worry about LOCs. Like I said, guys, still 30 minutes in this battle. You don't have to worry about the LOCs yet. At least I wouldn't be worried about LOCs yet. This French army looks pretty fresh. Look at how many men they have. Oh, the beautiful volleys. I hear a charge. Uh-oh. Not looking too good. Austria's almost totally thrown this force back. They have artillery. That's just going to start obliterating this French line. And it looks like the Austrians are pushing in for this LOC. Yeah, the artillery is starting to hit this poor French line. Okay, they're gonna fall back from the artillery, I'm assuming. Consolidation of their forces is what I'm going to assume they're going to do.
The men are fatigued, sir.
You have a bit of a fight for the LLC, but the 6-pointer is definitely struggling a little bit. General staff getting engaged here. They did lose their general already, but, you know, the staff can still do something. Exactly what they're going to do. Looks like those Cuirassiers do charge in. breaking another French line.
We have killed their general, sir.
Oh,
They must break.
that's not good. Uzo, he was morale, 11-point morale. So he was the biggest pointer on their team. That's a huge loss. I don't know if his army's gone, and I don't know which army's left. But this LOC looks like it may fall. Maybe.
Our men are running, sir.
These guys firing into the French as they pull back yet again. This is going to turn into a defeat, I think, for the French. I mean, you got the French holding up on LOC. The French pushing to reinforce them, but the Austrians are hotly pursuing them. And I wonder who's faster. Got a lot of L4s in their army. L3s. I'm assuming these guys are L2, L3s. French. That's what I would assume, at least. Let's see, does get taken. Okay, they're just garrisoning the LSCs to make sure they have them all. Oh, you got artillery. Okay. They give them the form. Yeah, they'll form a square. Hopefully, the triggers form it right before they hit, so that they, you know. Oh, they snuck those sneaky cav. That's why you don't just give charge orders immediately. You can sneak up people and they won't even realize it. And look at this. What a cav play. Oh, they break. They break, but still. What a cav play. Now, there's still French holding up in the town, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that, but nothing's happening for now. Austria, though, charging in. France making a stand. Oh, you have them charging. Oh, that's going to be brutal. Dropping them left and right. The general is still around. There's infantry still around. Austria may have overcommitted here. Oh yeah, they did. Yikes. Look at this, trying to get away from the enemy. This brave... Oh, he got shot. I was about to say, this brave guy was holding all by himself. And they break. Ooh, the French counterattack. All right, they finally take that one, LOC. That's huge for them. Cavalry and infantry charging in against the Austrian line. See if they get some support. Oh, come on, dude. I saw you. You're gonna fire your pistol. Do it. Yeah. Cavalry charge in the field. Hussars versus dragoons. All right, let's get the extra fast forward. Oh, never mind, actually. Cavalry just charged into this French line. You know, I like how, in the grand scheme of things, I was talking about this big flank and how much I wanted to see it work, but also see it thrown back, and that's actually what kind of happened. The French massed up their cavalry infantry, and they flung back the Austrians. I mean, Austria took some heavy losses over here. They lost quite a few grenadiers to the cycled cav charges and infantry charges, but they had a reserve, and the French did not, unfortunately. And I do believe the coalition had more troops. Let's see, they had 19, 22, 20, and 16 versus 22, 22, 23, and 6. Actually, it's pretty equal. I think it's pretty equal, surprisingly. Very equal. Fighting for the greater good. Alright, now I think that's the battle. There's one or two units here that are by this town. I think there's some even in the fort. Still, I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of hold their ground in the town. Let me hit the fast forward button and we'll see what they do. If nothing else changes, it will then be a RC victory. Well played to them. Well played to the Rheinbund clan as well. It was a close fight. It was very close for them. The kills are quite comparable on both sides. Yeah, the kills. When I saw the battle result, the kills and deaths, I was like, oh yeah, this is a good one. They're so close, like a couple hundred kills apart when it comes to like the kills and deaths and all that. So always a good sign for a replay. Looks like they're gonna try to take this one LOC, maybe take more than one LOC, I guess. But if nothing else changes, I guess I can fast forward. I don't know. Do you guys actually want? It's a legitimate question. Do you guys like when I fast forward ahead, or do you guys like watching every little bit of this battle? Because I feel like they can kind of get monotonous. But hey, if you guys actually are in for the longevity of, you know, watching a battle that like this kind of stuff, that's just a little bit of infantry rushing in, tell me. Ooh, actually this fight though, kind of cool looking in the tower. Oh, did you see that? Beautiful save. Well, at this point, they have the most LOCs and they have the most army, and there's so much time left. The French don't have very much of anything left at this point. They have one unit way over here.
We've taken a building, sir.
But they've taken a lot of LOCs. At this point, it's going to be over. It may be a deathmatch victory, honestly, not LOC, depending on if the French actually just make a stand or not. I think we have a general staff. Yeah, oh wow, the general staff. He's gonna go for it. I'm assuming. Yeah, go for it, bro. Oh, man. Man. All right, well, I think that is actually legitimately the end of the battle. I know there's one unit left. All right, I'm just gonna skip to the end. It's one unit. So yeah, we'll just skip to the end and look at the results of this battle. All right, guys. So you can see on the coalition side, you have Bring Back Militia. He was playing as the 9-pointer. He got 17-14 for the kills. TT Ross. He was playing as the 10-point Melas. 1399. You have Al. He was playing as the other 10-pointer. 1463 for the kills, and then Wiggles playing as the 6-pointer with 716. Other side, M Razor Lekab, 9-pointer, 1150 for the kills. Uzo at 1180 for the kills, and he's playing the Morale 11-pointer. Mickey with 1075 for the kills. He was the 8-point Sincere. And then you have Kaj playing as Suzanne, I believe. The 7-pointer, and he got 378 for the kills. But I think he had a Cav Corps, actually. 683. I think he had a Cav Corps. Either way, though, well played. A lot of kills on both sides. Over 1,000 kills for most people, and that's pretty good. That's a pretty good battle right there. So, but yeah, victory for RC. And yeah, that'll be it, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. Appreciate all the support. Really means a lot. Still over the time. I know, not consistent. I'm most inconsistent YouTuber, but I appreciate you guys still supporting me. And, you know, means a lot. So, until next time, guys, you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. And as always, I will catch you all in another video.